Welcome to our series focused on making Canvas courses ADA Title II compliant. In this video, we're going to explore how to make text in our Canvas pages more accessible to students, especially when they're using the Immersive Reader. As you can see on my screen, I have two examples. The first example of text has the words that I think are important and I want students to remember labeled by color. In the second, I have created a heading, and I've used bolds, underlines, and bold italics to highlight and identify the key vocabulary that I want students to learn. It's really important to avoid using colors like I have in my first example, because the screen reader will not differentiate colors at all. It will read everything as black and white. So as you're developing content in your Canvas course, remember, if a student were to print this in just black and white, would they still be able to fully understand it? And the answer to colored lettering and colored backdrop is that students will not be able to identify that using the Immersive Reader. However, if you bold, underline, and use italics, those are all things that will show up in black and white. Let me see if I can show you an example of this using the Immersive Reader built into Canvas. So here I'm just going to play the first part of this.
Example 2. Environmental impact. Traditional agriculture relies heavily on transportation, packaging, and large-scale land use.
So as you can see, there's no difference on the screen or audibly for the words that I had changed the text for. However, if I scroll down and I check the second one, we're going to start for the second one here, which has the bold, underline, and italics.
Environmental impact. Traditional agriculture relies heavily on transportation, packaging, and large-scale land use. Urban agriculture reduces food miles and can repurpose underused spaces such as...
So in the second example, you can see that the bold and underlined examples are still bold and underlined, whereas in the first example, the colors are not. So even though the auditory can't tell the difference between colors and the bold, the student can on the screen using the Immersive Reader. So this is a great practice to get into. Avoid using colors whenever possible, and instead use your bold, underline, and italics. I hope this helps.